Welcome to Crafted Metal. This is the first time I've ever made a purchase of a gold coin. My channel is more based on, preserving precious metals that are overlooked and turned into waste in our recycling facilities or even worse, going into the landfills. It's my goal to process some of those metals and turn them into art. That's why my channel is called Crafted Metal. Some sort of bullion or something. But for the first time, I ordered a gold coin. I've never purchased a gold in my life before, not as a coin anyhow, just some white gold for a wedding ring. Now the company that I purchased this gold from said that they would put this in discreet packaging, so that's pretty cool. And I'm going to open it from the bottom because I don't want y'all to see,
Hi, my name is...
where it came from or where I live. I'm going to go ahead and open up the box from the bottom here. And hopefully that doesn't offend anybody. It shouldn't offend anybody where it comes from or anything like that. But just in case, and it's my business, nobody else's. But today, what I really want to do was talk about why I purchase gold. And everybody else is like, oh, it's an inflation hedge, and it is. But that's not why I purchase gold. I purchase gold because I like artwork. I like things of value. Things that you can't just get everywhere, It's not a crayon drawing. It's precious metal. It's scarce. It's rare. It's uncommon. So it'll hold its value. But that's not why I purchased it. I like showing it off. That's really why. What else am I going to do with a gold coin? It has no actual function in the world as far as like surviving. So all the people who talk about, oh, it's a SFSTH hits the fan, blah, blah, blah. It's just really not. Like, if shit hits the fan, I'm not looking for gold coins. I'm looking for food. I'm looking for water. I'm looking for other resources that are going to help me survive. What's a gold coin going to do? Gold coins only really have value if there is a system, not if the system hits the fan. So if there is a system that I can trade gold coins in, then it has value. Other than that, don't waste your life savings buying gold because it's not going to be a great security hedge if shit hits the fan. It really isn't. It's just going to be there, if for some reason no other. Wow, that's smaller than I thought. This is my first gold purchase ever, and it's supposed to be a 1/4 ounce. So let's see, what we have here. So a 1/4 ounce of gold is a little smaller than I thought it would be. Hopefully they sent me a 1/4 ounce and not something less. Let's just go ahead and cut into it and see. And go from there. So, a Queen Elizabeth on the front. Oh, come on, get out of there. It is a lot heavier than you would think. But it is a 1/4 ounce coin. Wow. So much smaller than I expected. Never purchased gold. So it comes in a nice little capsule. Let's get this mess out of here. Just, kind of tidy up here and set this down. Well, I just pay my rent. I think in a lot of cases you'd be better off buying fishing hooks or pocket knives because they actually serve a purpose, I can cut a tree down and carve a spear out of a pocket knife. With a fishing hook, I can catch food in a river. But in the case of, shit hits the fan, I'm not looking for a gold coin to bail me out in that situation. Now, I will go ahead and show you the coin. It's a 1/4 ounce of gold. It's a small coin, much smaller than I actually thought. But it's got a tiger, so it's a 2022 coin. This is the Lunar Tiger, Chinese Zodiac calendar. I was born in 1986. I'm a tiger. That's why my first gold coin I figured would be, it'd be a good idea for me to purchase a tiger coin. It's a piece of artwork that I hold valuable to me, and it was expensive, $500 for this little coin. So like I said, I could have bought a lot of things for $500, but I bought this tiny piece of gold. So I have big fingers, so I make it look even smaller. But if I had to say, it's a little smaller than a nickel, really. Like, it's like a nickel, But yeah, the idea that gold is an inflation hedge is true, but it's not something that if shit hits the fan, it's gonna bail you out, because nobody wants gold when they need food. That's just not how that works. But in a world where the dollar has been deflated by printing paper money or zeros and ones on a screen, gold still is very scarce. There's more and more ones and zeros on a screen and more paper dollars, but there's very minor amount more of gold. They're mining it still, but it's at a decreasing rate. And we're finding more use cases for gold and silver, so I've been purchasing gold and silver. This is my first gold purchase. It's just so expensive and hard to get your hands on anything that I have never purchased any. This little tiny nickel-sized coin cost me $550. So, they wanted $620, and I kind of offered a deal, and I said, I'll take it. I've been waiting forever to buy this coin, and it doesn't look like much, but it's something. I'm happy to have it. It's a nice little coin to add to my collection. This video isn't typical of my channel. I have had a hard time doing a lot of the normal videos because of the heat here in Florida. But I am going to get back at it. I got a video already in the works. Just want to say, if you think that investing in gold is insurance and SFTH, shit hits the fan. I can't even say it. Shit hits the fan scenario, it really isn't. And truth is, you'd be better off buying fishing hooks, guns and ammo, canned food, canning supplies, seeds, if you really think shit's going to hit the fan. And honestly, I wouldn't even buy a gun because you're going to draw a fish for yourself. Buy a bow and arrow, because then you can hunt quietly. Those kind of things are way more valuable than gold and silver in those kind of situations. But if you're trying to save for a future, don't save in dollars. Invest in something that's been shown over a long track record to grow. Precious metals. Over a long track record, coins have always held their value. Precious metal coins, anyhow. Back in the day, you could buy a gallon of gas for a quarter, but that quarter was made out of silver. Today, a quarter goes for about 22 times face, so whatever that equals, about a gallon worth of gas. So the value of silver is still worth the same in goods because it's just as scarce as the goods are. So, invest in precious metals. You can invest in speculative assets like Bitcoin and stuff like that, and they probably will appreciate in time, but there's been a lot that didn't appreciate, and some have actually collapsed and caused people to lose their life savings. So diversification. I think you're probably okay investing a lot of money into gold. Not investment advice, by the way. But, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Don't count on gold. It's not an SFTH, hits the fan situation kind of insurance. Buy some other stuff that's going to keep you safe. Buy some canned food that gives you a month. You want a month of security. Buy some a fishing pole or two so you can feed your family if it comes down to it, and a bow and arrow. Those few things can go a long way. And seeds are a tough one because you got to keep them good. They don't last forever. Canned food lasts a little longer than seeds do, I feel like. But seeds can last for a long time. And if you just kind of start practicing some gardening techniques and try to continue, learning how to continuously harvest your own fruit, vegetables, and collect seeds and replant. And I'm talking about vegetables. Plant the seeds and regrow a new garden every year. If you start practicing now, at least maybe you'll have some idea what you're getting into. But fruit is a great investment, more so than vegetables, because they produce every year. Citrus, mangoes, bananas, apples, any fruiting tree. You can get several years, 20, 30 years of a fruiting tree. Nut trees are great for insurance. Pecans, walnuts. Sometimes people eat hickories. You can even eat acorns. If it was really bad, if you just did the research and learned how to cook acorn pies. The Indians did it. Do it. Learn how to forage a little bit. Be able to identify blackberries. I live in Florida, so these are the plants that I can utilize. Japanese plums. They do good in my area. Those produce abundant fruit. Pineapples can be grown. They only produce one pineapple, but they generate multiple heads over the years. Those are great insurance plants. Agave can produce alcohol pretty easily. Those can be good for sterilization and, of course, for relaxing, drinking if you like tequila. Cactus, you can eat the prickly pear fruit, but you can actually eat the cactus plant itself. I'm not going to go into everything you can do to prepare for a shit hits the fan scenario. My truth thing is, I just want to tell you, gold is not for SHT hit the fan situations. It's really not a good hedge in that case, but it is a good investment for holding on to its value through time, because it has a great track record, whereas some other investments, tech companies and Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, they have been shown to be very volatile, which is why we invest in them. But at the same time, if you don't know what you're doing in those companies, you can't just buy it and hold it and guarantee you're going to win, because sometimes you lose it all. So I won't rant too long. It's been a good minute. If you appreciate this content, let me know, because I never really do this content because I just don't care to. It's not really what I like doing, because it seems a lot like ranting. And I really like getting shit done, I like creating new bars and finding ways to come up with the money to buy a little gold coin like this. But me talking about why I buy a gold coin isn't really what I like to do. Because for one, I don't really like telling everybody that I have a gold coin. That's why I only have one. Anyways, we'll see you next time. Thank you for watching this video. I'm Alex. This is the Crafted Metal channel. We'll see you next time. Peace.